Hello guys, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1. We finally made it past Season 1. This is how it finished, just in case you guys don't remember. We finished in 6th place, 1 point behind Arsenal, and then 5 points ahead of Wolves. Tottenham never made the Europa League, because remember, it was a race between 4 of us. But Arsenal, Everton and Wolves are the team who got them 3 spaces. Josiah finished up in 2nd place. City won it. Brighton, West Ham and Watford were the teams going down. And then the teams coming up was West Brom, Leeds and Brentford. In this season, we're going to change a few things. We're still going to be playing 3 games an episode, but the upload times are going to be different. So it's going to be 4 PM rather than 7 PM. One thing I'm going to try to do, we're going to try to set aims for likes. So in this episode, episode 1, in the first 24 hours, we're trying to hit 10 likes. So if you guys can hit the like button before you watch the video, it would be helping me out massively. And I'll show you guys the transfers and the board expectations for the competitions. So in the Premier League, they want us to get top half. I think they understand that we're in Europa League and it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us this season. Our aim personally is still to get top 7, probably 5th, 6th place. That's what we're looking for. In Europa League, our aim is quarterfinals, which is, I think we might be able to get semis, but we'll stick with it at quarters. FA Cup, it says quarterfinals, and Carabao Cup says quarterfinals. I want a cup final this year. So as long as we can get top 7, semi-final Europa League, and in one of the domestic cups, I want to be hitting the final. I'll show you the transfers we made. Hopefully you guys are impressed with these. So we spent 82 million and we received 45 million. The first person we signed was Angus Gunn from Southampton. He's going to be our backup goalkeeper for the season. He's 2.5 star, potential 3 star. He doesn't offer too much, but it only cost me 1 mil. So played 3 games from Southampton last year, didn't play many. So that's our new second goalkeeper. Got a bit of experience with England under 21s. And he's a good goalkeeper. Our second signing was Alfredo Morelos from Rangers, the striker. He cost us 20 million. He's a 3.5 star, potential 4 star. But some of his stats were looking too good not to sign. He's a typical Premier League player. He's finishing 16. Composure's the only bad thing, but aggression's 18, strength's 19, his pace is 14, work rate 16, off the ball 17, determination 17. He's looking like a really, really good forward. So Moise Kean is still our number 1 forward, of course. Obviously, we know what he done last year. We know he can do a lot better this year as well. Remember, he had some games where he was banned, some games at the beginning of the season where I was going with Calvert-Lewin rather than him. But Morelos off the bench, he's going to be one hell of a signing. The third player we signed is Ramzani from Manchester United's under 23s. He won't be featured. You won't really see him this season. It was just a free. I needed to get some players in the under 23s, so I thought it was a good signing. 1.5 star, potential 3 star. He doesn't really matter too much. Of course, we signed Tonali on the 30 mil deal. Tonali's going to be massive this year, and do you know what? He's going to be massive for the next 10 years, probably even 15 years if we can keep hold of him. He's a 3 star, potential 5 star, and you guys already know what Tonali's about. Don't need to show you too much about him. This signing here, we got on a free. I can't remember where we got him from. We got him from Rosenborg in Norway. Mellin is a left back. He's a 2.5 star and potential to be a 3 star. To get him on a free, it was just a bit of squad depth. I got him before I got another left back, because obviously we've got to remember Leighton Baines retired. So I needed a backup left back for Luca Dean. But I'll show you who we got. So Mellin has gone straight out on loan. This is the left back. Brandon Williams we got on loan from Manchester United. £10,000 a week for a 3 star, potential to be 5 star. He's looking really, really tasty. So I can't wait to use him in the Europa League games or the FA Cup games, or if Digne's injured. He's going to be such a good player for us. I'm really looking forward to it. So he replaces Baines. Our 7th signing, which is probably our best signing, is David Silva from Manchester City. He's a 4 star. He's not going to move anymore because obviously he's 34. Centre mid, deep line playmaker. Can play in the 10 role. But look at them stats. Dribbling, first touch, passing, technique, vision, off the ball, determination, composure, balance, flair. All above 17. He's looking unreal. That 19 vision, 19 first touch, 19 technique. Can't wait to see him spray some through balls to Moise Kean and Morelos up top. The only bad thing about David Silva is, of course, he's 34 years old. He's injured between 12 days and 3 weeks, so you might not see him in the first couple of episodes. But when he's fit, trust me, he's going to be our main player. Another good signing, I think you guys will like this one, is Reece James, the right back. So with Sidibe going back out on loan, we did try to sign Sidibe, but it didn't kind of work out with the wage. He was wanting a bit more money. But Reece James on loan from Josiah's Chelsea. Josiah didn't want him sat on the bench at Chelsea, so he gave me him on a loan. He's a 3-star, potential to be 4.5-star, but it's another great signing. Coleman's getting old. Sidibe's not here. John Joe Kenny I loaned back out to Aston Villa. I feel like it's a brilliant signing. We signed Ben Pearson from Preston. You are probably asking me why did I do this? The board kept forcing me to sign him. They kept saying, "Oh, Ben Pearson." So I thought, you know what? Maybe he's a hidden gem or something. So I've brought him for 3 million, I think it was, and I'm going to loan him straight back out. He's only ever going to be a fringe player, but squad numbers, we need players like this. And then the last signing we made was Knogbia from Valencia, 3.5-star. He's not going to move up anymore, but them stats there are looking delicious. Long shots, tackling technique. He's going to be the box-to-box midfielder. He's going to replace Delph, left-footed as well. Play the same role, which is the box-to-box midfielder. Stamina, strength, pace, balance. He's looking really, really good. So that's another brilliant signing from us. So far the players going out, a few loans for youngsters. Besic, we sold him to Brentford for 8.5 million. Jonas Lossell, the keeper, sold him to Southampton for 7.75 million. Miles Server loaned him out to Blackburn. Sandro we sold to Southampton for 22 million. Balassi we sold to South Korea for 6.25 million. And then there's other loans like Dennis went out on loan, Benny went out on loan, Mellin went out on loan, and John Joe Kenny went out on loan, of course, Kieran Dow as well. We did miss out on some massive signings, it was really, really heartbreaking. We missed out on Sané, who decided to go to Josiah's Chelsea over us. That was for 33 million. We missed out on Marco Asensio, who was going to come on loan to us. Real Madrid accepted it, but he didn't want to come. The same with Isco. Same with Douglas Costa from Juventus. We missed out on Under, who plays for Roma, the right winger. We had a lovely deal for him as well. Like, I'm going to try again in a second, but we had a lovely deal for him. We need a right winger, and we still need another goalkeeper. So I'm looking at Joe Hart and Under. We've got 6 mil. So we've got a little bit of money, 108k on the weekly wage budget. We're still trying to sell a few players. I'll show you who we're trying to sell. We're trying to sell Fabian Delph. I think Delph looks like he's going out on loan because no one wants him. Sneijderlin looks like he's going to be staying, which is fine by me. We're trying to loan out Thiago Almada, and we're trying to sell Theo Walcott. And then, of course, you've got players like Ben Pearson we're trying to loan out, and a few youngsters. Me and Tilo Kahira did have an argument right at the beginning, and I said I was going to sell him, but we've ended up squashing that. He's fine to stay, and I'm looking forward to using this team, really. I'll show you Josiah's transfers. Of course, he signed Sané over us, which is a great signing. He signed Telles, the left back, Martinez from Inter Milan, striker. He signed Oblak, goalkeeper, and Matthijs de Ligt from Juventus. So he spent over 300 million. That's the type of teams we're competing with. He did sell quite a few players. Biggest players going was Loftus-Cheek went out on loan. Obviously, Reece James went out on loan as well. He sold Zuma to Atletico. He sold Barbara Ratman to Celtic, as well as Zappa Costa went to Porto. Emerson went to Inter Milan. Rudiger went to Barcelona. Morata, of course, went to Atletico Madrid, which wasn't him, that's from before him. Van Ginkel went to Norwich for 28 million. Drinkwater went Bournemouth for 13. Ross Barkley went West Brom, who's just been promoted, for 25 million. Willian went abroad as well for 1.5 million, so he's made quite a bit of money. So I wouldn't surprise me if he signs a few more players. I know he's got some money left in the bank. The other big signings of the window are Harry Kane went to Manchester City for 192 million. Salah went to PSG for 148. Dybala went to Liverpool to replace Salah for 96 million. Of course, Josiah got De Ligt. Josiah got Oblak. Allen from Napoli went to Arsenal for 82. We know about Martinez went to Josiah's Chelsea. Kingsley Coman went to Tottenham for 70 million. Coutinho went to Bayern for 67 million. And Icardi went to PSG for 60 million. There was so much movement in the Premier League and all the leagues. So you're going to see a few players and you're going to think, oh, he's not there in real life. Well, it's probably because they brought him. The 3 most featured players last season were gone is Sidibe, who's playing at AS Monaco. Leighton Baines is retired. And then Oliver Giroud went to Roma. I didn't offer him a contract because I didn't need to. Remember, we got Calvert-Lewin back now. We've got Mosey Keane, who's on fire. We got Morelos, who Trust me, he's going to be another great signing. So we've got 3 strikers already. Richarlison can do the job up there. Depending on what happens with Walcott, he can do another job up there. So we didn't need Oliver Giroud on £70,000 a week or whatever he wanted. So these are the best players on the transfer list. Paul Pogba, Douglas Costa, Isco, Sula, Tar, Mariano, Carvajal. A few decent players. Callum Chambers, Bakayoko, Marcelo, Bailly, Sanchez, Lamela, Luke Shaw, Pratt, Gray. There's loads of good players on the transfer list. So if you guys do see anyone and you think, alright, yeah, Cameron, you need to strengthen in the right back position, for example, let me know in the comments, because remember, the window's still open for another 3 weeks. On the loan list, we've got people like Dan James, Angelino, Emil Smith-Rowe, Jack Clark, Ryan Brewster, Connolly, Nemecha. There's a few. These are our first 3 games, which you're going to see in the next episode, which is Leicester away, Aston Villa at home, and then Man United away. So we're looking for 6 strong points to start off the first episode. We're not too sure who we got in our Europa League group stage group. We'll find that out quite soon. And remember, guys, trying to hit 10 likes in the first 24 hours. So make sure you hit the like button. Definitely leave a comment on any suggestions or players I need to sell, or players I need to buy, or whatever. And don't forget to hit the sub button. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.